How's it going, everybody? The Raven Slayer here. So, yes, there is in fact a reason as to why I'm even doing this intro. Usually it's just something goofy that I decide to name myself, and well, it is a pretty goofy name anyways. I will in fact explain further. So, yes, Shadow Raven Studios is in fact back, and apparently his friends, All Out Monty and Crimson Grey, are going out of their way and abusing the copyright system. But I will get into that one as I kind of elaborate on things that I've learned leading up to this sudden resurfacing of Shadow Raven Studios. So, basically, not much has happened since the last time I talked about him. In fact, the last time that I talked about him was... actually, how long ago was it? Last time I truly talked about him was about 2 weeks ago, and of course the supercut came out, well, as of about a week ago. And apparently, a lot of things I've ended up learning, so ever since Shadow Raven Studios uploaded that video of him jorking it to Lolicon, and ultimately leaving YouTube, at least for a couple weeks, funnily enough. A lot of funny things have happened. First of all, one of the members of my Discord server, some kid, ended up deciding to yoink the for Shadow Raven Studios like old account, and is now kind of using it as kind of like a fake Shadow Raven Studios account. I think it's actually genuinely fucking hilarious, but of course it means that Shadow Raven Studios can't really use that old anymore. But of course that won't really matter anymore because, well, he's back on a different account. At least I believe he is. On top of that, too, I ended up learning that apparently they're planning on making a documentary on not just myself, but also probably on Xanderhall and probably anybody else that's, affiliated with the Fallout Ashfall mod to really any extent, even if they've just probably lightly talked about it in a semi-positive light, or if they've talked about it in a way that is contrary to their beliefs on it, they're probably going to include you within this weird cringe-ass documentary. And on top of that, too, I ended up learning that apparently, because Shadow Raven Studios ended up getting laughed off of YouTube by me and Rince, apparently this weird Confederacy of United Modders, and yes, their acronym is unironically COM, and I'm surprised that they don't actually realize this yet. But this weird Confederacy of United Modders, which is apparently this group that Shadow Raven Studios was this big mouthpiece for, apparently was so mad at, myself, probably Xanderhall, and Rince, for basically causing him to lose it and jump ship off of YouTube for a little bit, that apparently they decided to call us and nickname us the Raven Slayers, which unironically sounds like some shit that I would see in, like, the fucking Elden Ring DLC. So, obviously, I'm kind of playing into it a little bit here, because not only is it goofy as hell, but they unironically made us sound so badass that it's not even funny. But apparently they're deciding that they're planning on trying to avenge him in some way, and I guess their first line of defense, outside of this weird documentary that they supposedly plan on creating, is apparently false striking archived videos and any videos that apparently have talked negatively about Shadow Raven Studios. At least that's my guess, considering that All Out Monty and Crimson Grey are probably also part of this weird-ass confederacy. So of course I ended up discovering this, mainly due to a comment thread here underneath one of the archive channel's recent videos, which is of course a re-upload of a video from the How to Exist guy, which, well, judging by this, I'm assuming it's just All Out Monty's alternate account, titled Why Moment of Sanity Should Collab with All Out Monty. And apparently, and I cannot believe this, I have tried to avoid even bringing this guy up when he did come up during the Shadow Raven Studios situation, even back when it was still, like, really heavily going on, but I just can't avoid it anymore, because apparently this comment from none other than fucking Tarragon, the guy that decided to make this gem of a quote?
I know what the fuck 1 + 1 is, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, apparently, he left a comment on this one, asking, hey, can you re-upload his Wokefield video? That would be so funny, which I honestly think would be funny as well if that video even still existed. But of course, that's when I found out that apparently Shadow Raven Studios is back on this new account in which he goes, I wouldn't do that. That would be a very bad idea. By the way, you can thank me for the reason being this fraud's channel is missing videos now. I've tried my best to at least make it sound like coherent English. To which Tarragon, responds with confusion and then states, well, I can see clearly this whole time you were a double agent, traitor! I copyright claimed the vids he stole from me, so don't even think about giving him any more ideas. This won't end well if he continues. Now, of course, what he doesn't realize is that it wasn't just a copyright claim, it was a copyright strike. He copyright struck videos, meaning that he decided to abuse YouTube's broken copyright system in order to get videos that make him look bad taken down. And these are just videos that were made by him. Not even just videos made on him, just videos made by him that make him look stupid. All because apparently, at least according to the Shadow Raven Studios archive channel, which I will in fact have a segment later on featuring a couple of my friends and their own thoughts on this entire situation, kind of explaining this, but apparently the re-upload of the leaked Fallout Ashfall trailer apparently sparked Shadow Raven Studios to resurface and team up with All Out Monty and Crimson Gray to try and go on this weird copyright striking campaign. Which, unfortunately, since YouTube doesn't really know how to handle archival videos all too well, I'm pretty sure, unfortunately, the archive channel is probably going to get hit the hardest, but I highly doubt that any videos that I made on Shadow Raven Studios, especially probably the most damning one about him uploading Lolicon, are really going to get affected all too well because, well, not only are they fair use because they're extremely transformative, but on top of that too, the video that I made most recently on him where he uploaded Lolicon doesn't even feature any videos of his, and instead actually just features a video of one of his meat riders. So unless he's going to try and claim a meat rider's video as his own, then I highly doubt that he's going to be able to do anything against me, and I would love to fucking see him try. Now, of course, Tarragon responds here stating, "How am I a double agent? Are you okay? And why did you claim his videos?" And I just kind of respond by, I initially thought that this was like a fake account by Shadow Raven Studios, but of course, after looking back through this is exactly the same mannerisms as Shadow Raven Studios. I remember this kind of, way of talking, really to any extent at this goddamn point. And obviously the archive channel basically lets me know this isn't bait, he's just straight up silencing anyone who criticizes him now, which is of course extremely fucking pathetic. Now of course, right now I'm going to be playing a segment with a couple of friends of mine in which we kind of take a look at the archive channel's most recent video where he kind of talks about this and talks about what's been going on, as well as their own thoughts upon this. So take it away, other me, as well as Domino and Paper. Here's the segment. I have two friends here that go by the name of Domino. You probably know them at this point. They've been featured on the channel a couple times. And Paper, who, well, appears pretty semi-frequently on streams.
Hello.
And this is the video that was recently uploaded by the Shadow Raven Studios archive, literally as of 18 minutes ago, at least as
You're
recording
not
this.
streaming to the call!
Oh my fucking god. But here's the video right here, and we're gonna kind of break down a lot of this. I'll probably explain a lot more of it within the actual video itself, but this is just a small segment
Subsection.
here. Yeah. So let's see here. Shadow Raven Studios, All Out Monty, and Crimson Gray are abusing YouTube's copyright system and taking down and false reporting any videos that criticize or use footage from Shadow Raven Studios' channel. Shadow Raven Studios and his friends are actively trying to silence anyone who has made videos about them in the past, or anyone who might have dirt on them. These copyright strikes were in response to me uploading the Fallout Ashfall trailer that was made by All Out Monty and Crimson Gray. Well, shit. If you can download and archive any and all videos you can still see on this channel before it's too late. And I guess this is just showing off that this is that the strike is in fact actually real here. So apparently,
oh my god.
I guess, like, what do I even have to say right here?
There is no way that this is gonna go through. I'll just say that.
I'll just leave you guys up with your own thoughts on this.
Do you want to go first, Paper?
I guess. So, for one thing, this is, so I was talking about this earlier in a separate conversation, but Shadow Raven Studios, my guy, this isn't how copyright works. You have not filed a patent, or sorry, not a patent, but
Copyright.
You have not filed copyright for your channel.
So you quite literally have no legs to stand on here.
Yeah, like
You're just making yourself look like an even bigger fool.
I mean, I'm sure that this will probably go through anyways because YouTube's system is very broken. But I have a feeling that this archive channel, if they dispute this, can get it back pretty easily. Considering that, Shadow Raven, again, I seriously doubt that he's copyrighted his channel, considering that he uses fair use in almost every one of his videos.
The channel is called, I just thought of this, Shadow Raven Studios Archive. It's not claiming the content as theirs. It's literally saying that it is his. So, you can't copyright it. It's just an archive.
Yeah, like
It's not claiming it's their content.
this isn't a situation like let's take an archive like Moist Critical, for example. Moist Critical doesn't really, at least as far as I know, doesn't really give a shit about the archive channels because one, he has his own archive channel, and two, his content is still available on his own channel, which means that, you know, people can just go and watch it on his channel. This archive channel, Shadow Raven Studios archive channel, is serving a much bigger purpose because, I mean, as of right now, Shadow Raven Studios is off YouTube.
Well, aside from his new account that he recently created, this is the new ad for apparently Shadow Raven Studios, and I wonder what he's even going to do with this channel. I will definitely be keeping a very close eye on it, that's for damn sure.
He's calling somebody a traitor?
Yes, he's calling Tarragon a traitor because Tarragon was just kind of like, I guess, memeing around and just kind of like, you know, I would safely assume jokingly agreeing with the guy back then.
Also,
like,
can I
in
just
one
say,
comment section.
I wouldn't do that. That would be a very bad idea. He's like vaguely threatening. Or not vaguely, he's very threatening actually. I'll just say it. He's very threatening.
Yeah. Again, I'll probably go into my own thoughts in the actual video, but yeah.
I have a bit to say adding on to what Paper did and my own views on all of this.
Yeah.
Dear Shadow Raven Studios, this is for you specifically. Do you really think that after posting a video of you watching LOL Icon while, you know, doing that and having your own quote-unquote commentary, do you really think that the internet is going to let you back? Do you really think that making copyright claims and copyright strike that are false, I would just say that they are false claims, do you really think that making those claims is gonna make it so you can come back to YouTube? No. What you did is literal PDF philia. Philia. I don't know how to pronounce things. I'm angry. Because it's disgusting. And No, I just... if you keep trying to come back, we're just gonna keep punching you down, because at this point, dude, you've dug yourself a grave, it's time for you to lay in it. Because there's no turning back.
Yeah.
In times like this, I am reminded of a particular Dark Side Phil, when he basically did the exact same thing as Shadow Raven, and people are still fucking with him today because of it. Yeah, I have a quick note. Hi, Shadow Raven Studios. I'm a trans lesbian furry, and you probably hate my entire existence. I just want you to know, if any other, you know, cheese pizza comes out surrounding you, that you've done anything like that, I have dealt with those kinds of people before, and I will do as much as I can to make sure that you cannot hurt anyone.
Mm-hmm.
In the realm of online stuff.
Anything else?
No, that was about it. Just
I want to add that
I've
insult
run
us.
out. I've run out a pedophile of my town before.
Huh?
I've managed
Fuck
to,
yeah, girl.
I've managed to get them to move out of the state even. So,
Damn! Good for you!
so I'm not fucking around. If something like this does happen again, and I don't doubt that it will, it's
The
entering
hammer's
your track
coming down.
record. It's entering your track record. Yeah, please just be better.
Just go away. Like, just leave. Just that, like, quite literally, just go.
Like, yeah, I said it to the other person I've dealt with. I will say it to you. The best thing you can do is get off the internet.
So, yeah, to put it extremely simply, I never thought that a Season 2 of the Shadow Raven Studios / weird Ashfall situation would end up starting off with, well, SRS returning and deciding to take the worst route humanly possible. But here we the hell are. I guess a Season 2 is going to be starting, and I guess more hilarity is going to ensue. So, I guess prepare thyselves for whatever in the hell is going to happen here coming into the future. And, again, SRS, if you come across this video, good luck trying to strike it, because once again, it features no content from you. But yeah, anyways guys, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, that's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the video, what you want me to talk about next, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more content such as this. Also go ahead and follow me on Twitter and join the Discord server down below if you feel like doing so. Oh yeah, and I also have channel memberships now, so if you feel like throwing me like $5 to become a channel member and get like 3 emotes, then sure, go ahead. I won't complain. But yeah, anyways guys, this has been Sanity, and have yourselves a nice day.